Hi guys, welcome back to Caramia's Corner. I hope you guys are all doing well. Super excited to do a flip through of my new journals that will be available in my Etsy shop. This is one of the three that I will be releasing and sharing with you all. This one is part of my Vintage Beauty Junk Journal series, and this is called Sylvia. So each of these journals has its own personality and its own backstory. And this one is Sylvia's story. So she was born in 1907 in a small rural town in the Philippines in the northern region. And every May they have what they call Flores de Mayo, which is a pageantry of Mayflowers where they have a parade and the young women participate. So 1923, she has turned 16 and has come of age, and her family has urged her to join. She hesitantly joins and actually is crowned the Mayflower Princess for Flores de Mayo. So this beautiful brooch here is one of the pins that she has used to adorn her gown. And this is salvage jewelry that I've used, so you will see a lot of wear. There are missing rhinestones, and that's the fun part about junk journals. You have pieces that would have been thrown, and here we are using it to tell a story. All of these items have stories, and so you can unclasp that, pull it out, and then we shall unveil our journal here. You can use that as a keepsake or use it to do it as a closure. You can definitely tie this if you would like. On top, I have included a loaded pocket with different stickers, cards, and some ephemera that you can definitely use to embellish your journal, but we'll look at that in just a few. First, let's have a look at our cover. This measures about 7 inches by 11 inches in height, and for our cover, this is the color of the gown that she wore for Flores de Mayo. Her mother is the town's seamstress, and year out she would sew all these beautiful gowns for all of them, and Sylvia would much rather wear her day dress, but her mother, knowing her well, decides to make her a simple but elegant silk gown with embroidered butterfly sleeves, and I'll show you her picture in just a few. And then you have this floral trims and lace and pearl trim here. We have some vintage trim here as well. On the spine, it is embellished with some of these cream rosettes and pearl beads. And now let's have a look inside. And here is our single signature. We have some sari trim here. This is a little pocket that I've blanket stitched here, and you have a little notebook that you can, it's a scrappy notebook, so you can write and journal in here as well. We have a little mini pocket here for your keepsakes. Just a variety of pages, tea-dyed stationery, grid paper, notebook paper, another pocket here on the back. You can use this as a writing spot as well. The closure is a tea-dyed cheesecloth, and then we have a little stamp, little dangle here. I've also made a little bookmark, laminated bookmark for you. Some people would like to use that to mark which page they're on, but I think it's a little keepsake also. In my maker's signature here, it says this journal was made with love, Caramia's Corner Shop 2022. I'm actually changing the name of my shop, and you'll see that in the listing, but here is what the bookmark looks like. We have some of that lace trim music sheet in there. The inside covers this beautiful white fabric with some knotted stitching here, and this is what an example of her day dress would be, so I think that's really pretty. Now let's have a look and see who are muses for this journal. Let's have a look at Sylvia. So here is our photograph of our beautiful muse for this journal, and this is Sylvia. So Sylvia means, her name means goddess of the forest, and as a child she's always loved nature and then grown around nature. She loves plants and flowers. You can see her wearing the beautiful silk gown, and this is the traditional butterfly sleeves for the terno. That is a beautiful traditional wear or gown for special events. Back in the day in the Philippines, you have this beautiful little sheer trim. That's what that would have looked like. And then we just see some flowers here. And then we have some butterflies at the bottom celebrating our spring. And now let's have a look and see what the pages look like. So we turn to the next page, and here we find a lot of wonderful journaling cards you can use. We have a little side tuck belly band with a paper cluster of paper and flowers, paper flowers, and then you can journal with these cards. You can take them out right on the front and back. In this envelope, you also have a journaling card that you can use. And then we have another journaling card down here. I've also used a variety of book pages. Here are one of the lanterns that they used for their Mayflower Festival. We have a cute little tab here. And then this is one of her handkerchiefs. So in here we have a little pocket that has some tickets. So if you pull it out, you'll see some of these tickets that you can write on. This one is like a little collage, but you can definitely write on the back. We have some a flower there. We also have a mini postcard tucked into our handkerchief. It has some purple zigzag stitching, lavender thread there with a flower. You can put more collaging here or writing. And then we have a little tuck spot here. And here is our purple iris. Hold on. So there's our beautiful flower, and that grows in her parents' garden. We have, again, carrying that lavender color here, we have this little label that you can write on. And we have this beautiful pink and white trim. On the flip side, I have some vintage page from a garden book. It has something about the Japanese honeysuckle, some dried flowers here, but this is a faux. I think this is Prima flowers. We have some handmade paper, really pretty. Some grid paper, some tea-dyed paper to write on. I've also used some digitals, and I'll list them down below. I've printed this on some linen papers, so the texture's a little, there's some texture when you touch it. It's a little bit more thicker. On the flip side, we have this lace digital, beautiful kind of lace doily. We have this gorgeous burlap with some gold accents, and then we have that beautiful ruffled fabric that was used on our gown, more of the flowers. We have this hydrangea little wax seal that we have as a little charm. You also have a couple journaling cards here that you can definitely write on here. Some more on the back, postcard style. And then here's one in this beautiful mint color with the butterflies. Another one on the flip side in pink. And then you have some here to write on at the bottom. So this one goes this way. And then we have a beautiful pocket here with this textured paper. I love the embossed flowers. Some of this lavender lace, beautiful white lace trim. And then this one, so she's grown up and she's traveled the world and joined her aunt on a ship aboard going to Barcelona. So you'll see that there's a map. And this one I made it like a ticket style, so when you pull it out, you can definitely journal on it, front and back, and then just fold it back in. And we have this altered time card that you can also use as a journaling spot. We have this flip side here, so it's a great way to just notate certain events to clue you in of what's going to be on your journal page. So we have that, some floral stationery. Did some stenciling with our doily vintage book page with a little fabric tab. More writing spaces here. We have our napkin fold pockets with paper. Beautiful wax seal layering here. You can definitely write here. We have different types of ephemera, from cards to little sheets, some vellum sheets that you can cut apart, vintage, I think, dictionary sheet. And then this flips open and becomes a writing spot. On here we have some dotted page, and then we have some stenciling here, some floral doily with some of this really nice soft Distress Oxide Tim Holtz ink. It's called Spun Sugar. On the flip side you have some lined page here that you can write on, some tea-dyed paper here with some vintage doily. Another printable with the beautiful lavender flowers, lace, music sheet. Here is an old ad for their pageant. And then here we have this beautiful trim that I really love with the pink ribbon, our beautiful little library card here with a little journaling spot that you can pull out, and then you can write on. Cute little bunny, little butterfly. This is the wallpaper from Tim Holtz. Speaking of vintage wallpaper, here's one that I've used as a pocket. This was gifted to me by my crafty friend BB from BB's Closet Creations. I love this. So we have that distress kind of look there. And inside we have another beautiful digital. I've used some of this Craftspire wax seal on top. Beautiful pink color with some wax gilding here. You can open it up. Again, I printed this on some linen paper. It has nice texture, it's really thick, so you can write inside this way and also on the back side. Also, you can write on the back. So a lot of writing spaces. We have another digital here, more grungy look. And then we have more of this writing, handwriting book page, tea-dyed paper, little collage digital, some Japanese stationery with some beautiful flowers. In the center of our signature, we have a cute little pocket clutch here. If you've missed the journal flip through of one of the journals I had sent and made for my dear friend Joanne, I'll link it up here. This is one of the fabric, and I thought I'd use it here because it went with the purple or lavender theme. You have gold accents here, some purple colors, some lace, little button there, and I think this one was from Wanda. We have a Velcro closure, and inside you will find more journaling spots. You can write here, collage. This is a beautiful little paper bag that you can use for writing, some Japanese stationery. I love that it's kind of translucent there, so you can see the flowers. You can write on that as well. And these are Canterbury Bell flowers. We have something about the camellia flower on the back side, some vintage ledger sheet, music sheet, tea-dyed steno page, and then something a little more grungy here. We have a little dangle here. Now this little rosette came from a little, her dress when she was small that her mother had made for her for Easter. So I thought I'd add that on there so you'll see the flower there. And then on the back side you'll see a cute little purple little pearl there. And then more writing spaces for you. We have a little pocket here, definitely can collage or write. And then we have a postcard. We have a postcard that you can write on. So it's a faux postcard. I printed an old image from 1908 on it. And then when you're done, you can definitely post that. On the flip side, we have a cute little pearl trim belly band here with some paper that you can use for collaging, little envelope that has a little sheet of paper that you can also journal on. You can put some keepsakes in here. I also use these as little extensions to my pages, so I would attach it here and then flip out, then use it as a writing spot. So you can do that as well. More of our stationery collage sheet there, tea-dyed paper. So a lot of fun pages and spaces to play with and journal your moments in life, your thoughts. And then we have another wonderful little side belly band cluster strip here. And we have our lavenders here. So it's a lavender wax seal. And then some faux stamps. We have our maps. And then you pull this out, you have another postcard style journaling spot. You can use this also as a photo mat if you would like. Maybe write something there, put a photo there, or put a full photo on top and use that as the background. So here is our other page, and I love how this one has like a mixed media finish to it. We have some flowers, we see the globe. Sylvia has now ventured out into the world. Her aunt, who lives in Barcelona, has taken her under her wing and has taken her to Spain to study. Her husband, or Sylvia's aunt's husband, is a botanist, and since Sylvia loves anything that has to do with plants and studying, she shadows him and becomes his assistant and learns during her stay. So here we have more beautiful pages, some music pages, more of this digital, some tea-dyed, and some more of our stenciling, little flip out here that you can write on, more of our doily stencils here. Now here is a beautiful present that was given to her. It's a pearl necklace, and it's a gift from one of her suitors that was given to her. So you can definitely take it off. It's wearable. It is faux pearl, but just for our storytelling, we have this pearl necklace that was given to her. And as you can tell, she has admirers that she meets in her travels. We have some of this lace trim here. And on the flip side, we also have this beautiful pink page with this soft trim and some of this little blue little embellishment here. You'll see some hues of purple in there too. And then more of our paper journaling here, tea-dyed paper, some grid paper here, handmade paper. This one is the beautiful lanterns that they use for the Flores de Mayo. So this one flips open and you can definitely write there. You can tuck here in this little pocket, little journaling spot with some zigzag stitching. And then we have our back page. Again, you can make this your own. Lots of pages to play with. And then we have our final pocket here. I think this is a Maggie Holmes gift wrapping paper with some dyed sari silk. And then when you pull it out, you have another writing spot. We have this beautiful little clip that holds it. And then inside, you can write here. You can write inside, and there's her beautiful iris. And then on the back side, it's again a wonderful place to write on. So I'm gonna put this on here. And you just slide it in here in a little pocket. So many fun spots. And this is the back of our journal. And this is Sylvia's journal. So I'm going to show you our little ephemera pocket here. So I love to include little loaded pockets with some fun ephemera that you can use. So this is a paper bag that I have here that I've just stuffed with different things. We have some vellum stickers, little vintage play card. We have this beautiful church here that must have been somewhere in Europe. This is vintage. And then we have some of your journaling cards here, some paper that you can use to kind of tear apart and use to make collages like this. And then over here we have more of our just random stickers. I imagine that this is from Europe as well. And then so just a mix of different things to create your page layouts. On our top pocket here, I have some of this sheets, little vellum envelope that you can use as an extension in your journal pages with this beautiful flower stationery sheet, vintage music sheets, some time cards that you can definitely alter and use as journaling cards. And then what else do we have? On the flip side, we have this sari, gold sari little fabric here, little belly band, and then you have this beautiful card that you can use again as journal cards. So we have that. And then we have a small pocket here filled with just different sheets that you can use. Project Life cards, little spring Easter themed card there, and then just a number of sheets that are fun for labeling and then writing some notes and stuff. We have a beautiful flower there too. So that's in our top pocket. And as a matter of fact, you can also use this entire page or this pocket as another extension to your journal if you would like. So I hope you guys enjoyed the flip through of my journal here. Again, it will be listed and available in my Etsy shop. It'll be available as soon as this video comes out. Here's another look at our beautiful Vintage Beauty journal, and this is Sylvia's. Thanks again for watching Cara Corner. See you next time. Bye.